I'm trying to be one step ahead of them. Nevertheless, this is draining, exhausting, and will never allow me to have any progress in life. I will never buy a house. I will never do anything for fun. I was already harassed by IRS, which is another very popular way of torturing people. Having income of gross income of, let's say, 20-some thousand, gross, which, net comes, on borderline of starvation. I was chosen by IRS for the audit from hell. This audit is limited to, usually to big corporations, where there's a big suspicion of, money laundering or something. I don't know what's the original name of this audit, but this audit from hell requires you basically to tell them and prove, how much money you spent on shoelaces last year. And they go through all receipts, not general terms, but all receipts. Anyway, they try to set me up and put me in prison. My own CPA advised me to produce my checkbook with my notes to the IRS. There's no such reason, and there's no legal reason for that. I was surprised why IRS wants it and why he wants it. He was trying to persuade me to basically forge my checkbook, fix it so it would make better sense to IRS. I mean, this is childish. Of course, IRS could check that my checkbook with some changes on it doesn't match my bank account statement. How childish is that? Well, it happened. Anyways, I got out of it. Hopefully, they won't come again for the same purpose. But that's how my life looks like. I don't sleep in my house. I am renting apartment. It's basically my office. I did not sleep there for 5 years because it's impossible. I have fiancée. I sleep with her in her apartment. It took them many years, but finally they perfected attacking me while I am with her without hurting her. So it's another issue that, I don't know what to do, but I'm suffering here, where I'm trying to sleep.
Well, they do believe in sleep deprivation. They hit me every night.
Yes.
Yeah, I just had oral surgery, and the minute I came home to lay down, they were right on top of me. They get right on top of you. Do you suffer from vivid dreams that keep you drained and
Yes.
dream manipulation?
That's how it started. That I felt like my dreams are different. I stopped dreaming normal way. That was like forceful watching of movies, like hijacking of computer. Since this computer was your brain. And I was waking up hours later. Usually I couldn't even hear an alarm clock. I could sleep basically, 48 hours non-stop. Somebody didn't wake me up physically. I could stay hijacked with my brain and watching some kind of funky movie and knowing that this is not my dream. As freaky it sounds.
No, it's being manipulated. You're being manipulated.
Yes, and drained, and then you wake up and you basically feel like you have humongous hangover. You cannot think straight. You don't know how much is 2 times 2 for a while. Your vision is blurry. You are dizzy, and you just want to get out and run. And that's what you get almost every night.
You mentioned the San Diego Police Department. Were they helpful to you or no?
With this stuff, our stuff, I never even mentioned this torture, electronic torture things to them. Simply my ex, the spy girl, part of her duties was to work on a criminal scheme of basically insuring, buying life insurance policies on dying people. She worked in medical industry, and she had access to people's social security numbers and medical data, and that's how Polish intelligence used to make humongous amounts of money in the United States. They were sending people to work in medical industry and in insurance industry, and they were creating teams working together and making those policies work. Anyways, when I told San Diego police about it, they jumped up to the ceiling saying that, oh my God, they said, we have special unit working on Eastern European mafia doing exactly what you are saying. And that's how they started cooperating with me, and two guys from, it's called Criminal Intelligence Unit of San Diego PD. Two guys from this unit were assigned to my case, and, we're cooperating for months. Well, like everybody else, sooner or later they just faded away. And no more cooperation. Somebody called them, somebody told them to stop doing it.
This is happening on a global scale, and it's growing rapidly. It's everywhere. Many people believe it's a New World Order issue. Do you feel that could be true?
That's what we may conclude from my case. Because basically what we can see from my case is that the bad communists sending spies to America to destroy America, supposedly. These bad communists are untouchable. They came here and they stay here. They can operate. If somebody complains and finds out how they all operate, FBI will inform these communist agents what happened and ask them to take care of it, or whoever did it. There were attempts on my life. I was poisoned many times. I lost my hair. I have evidence from poison clinic at University of California, San Diego hospital. So conclusions may be that since there's no really two sides, that those communist agents and those FBI, CIA agents work together. That means that whole picture of Ivan or Boris fighting John is a fake image for all of us. Similar to what's happening with terrorism right now, which is basically a fake story for a bunch of naive people to believe in and forward your own agenda. So I believe, I'm concluding from my case, that this bad communist Ivan was basically the predecessor of Osama, another fake character who is now a popular Emmanuel Goldstein. If you may remember from 1984, there was Emmanuel Goldstein. It was a universal enemy. So I just discovered that the previous universal enemy didn't really exist. Both sides cooperated and conspired against us, normal people. So that's basically New World Order. That's what you can call it, New World Order.
What